Hello everyone, we're from Group 2. We're gonna talk and present about affective domain Bloom Taxonomy. Taxonomy comes from the Greek taxis, which means arrangement, and nomos, which means science. Taxonomy is science that learns about classification. Taxonomy concept was developed in 1956 by Benjamin S. Bloom, an educational psychologist, and his friends. Bloom's taxonomy has three classifications. There are cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. The affective domain is related to the cognitive domain and also psychomotoric domain, where every affective process has cognitive component and also has psychomotoric component. This can be seen at every stage of the affective process. The affective domain consists of 5 stages of process. This stage was compiled by Bloom together with David Pratwell. This stage including receiving, responding, valuing, organizing, and characterizing. Students will improve their internal affective abilities. Students learn sensitivity about something to appreciate the values so that becomes a guide for life. Acceptance behavior is the lowest and the ability to form life patterns is the highest behavior. The first stage is receiving. Receiving is person sensitivity about shaping in accepting external stimuli that come to them within problems, situations, symptoms, and others. It includes awareness, willing to receive, and control or selected attention. Receiving has a verb key. The first is ask, follow, give, holding, self-control, identifying, pay attention, and answer. The second stage is responding. Responding is an active participation on the part of the learners. It includes acquiescence in responding, willingness to respond, and satisfaction in response. Responding has a first key. There are answer, help, obey, fulfill, agree, discuss, do, choose, present, report, tell, write, interpret, complete, and practice. The third stage is valuing. Valuing is giving value or giving appreciation to an activity or an object. It includes acceptance of a value, preference of a value, and commitment. Valuing also have a verb key. There are show, demonstrate, choose, differentiate, follow, request, fulfill, explain, etc. The fourth stage is organizing. Organizing is an ability to form a value system and organizational culture by harmonizing value differences. It includes conceptual of a value, organization of a value system. The verb key of organizing are obey, design, organize, identify, combine, formulate, equalize, maintain, connect, integrate, explain, improve, agree, arrange, unit opinions, adjust. The highest stage of affective domains is characterization. Characterization is the ability to control behavior based on shared value and improve intrapersonal, interpersonal, and social relationships. It includes generalized set. The verb key of characterization are do, implement, showing difference, separate, show, listen, modify, practice, propose. The affective domain is related to the cognitive domain, where every affective process has a cognitive component. This can be seen at every stage of the affective process. The first implementation of the stage, that is receiving, student listen and try to understand learning from the teacher. With the student attention, it will make it easier for student to gain knowledge, or in other words, student attention at learning is a requirement to arrive at knowledge. An example in mathematics, learning activities is when the teacher explains the geometry material, the student pay close attention and try to absorb information from the explanation. The second implementation is about responding, student willingness to answer the question. The objective implies that students have the will and are able to answer the teacher question. Students have seen and understood the subject matter proposed by the teacher. In mathematics learning, for example, after explaining the geometry material, the teacher asks students which mathematics material falls into the scope of geometry. Students will actively answer based on the understanding of the geometry that they get from the information provided by the teacher and the lesson they have previously learned. Of this ability is the ability to act after he has received a certain learning experience in accordance with the meaning contained in this active domain, so that the two domains is described will appear in learning outcomes. To achieve the goals of the affective domain in learning, it is required for good cooperation of students and teachers. Thank you everybody. Bye.